computer. Good. I'm going to go ahead and share a screen. Here it is. Wonderful technology. And so here we have an axis I'm going to make. And let me bring it a little bit lower. That says here 3, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 7. 8, negative 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's gotta make sure I do it right. This guy's over here, so I should have one more. So this is how your sketch should have happened. And it says, draw a line segment between A and B. So since this is, the first one's A, this is B, and this is C. And so I'm gonna make a line segment between them. And ta-da, that's a line segment. All right. Now, obviously, this is worth, just doing this is probably worth 1 point. Now let's go to the next one. Oh, don't want to do that. Let me just slide this here. Now part B says, please find the coordinates of the midpoint. Show how you work. So that's going to be worth, honestly, that's worth 1 point. There's nothing difficult about part 2. So part 2 is worth also 1 point. And it wants you to find the midpoint between A and B. So you have 3, 7. You have 8, negative 5. And so this is x of 1, y is of 1. X of 2, y is of 2. So the midpoint form is x of 1 plus x of 2 divided by 2. Y is of 1. Let me write that nicely. Y is of 1 plus y is of 2 divided by 2. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that's going to be 3 plus 8 divided by 2. And 7 plus negative 5 divided by 2. So let me use my calculator, which is in my bag, or yeah, it's in my bag, right? But I don't feel like getting up and down. 8 plus 3 divided by 2 is 5.5. So we end up with 5.5 here, comma, 7 plus negative, oh man, 7 plus 5 but negative equals, and divide that by 2. So dumb, it's just 1. So you should have gotten 5.5 comma 1. Or some of you might have just written it as 11.5 comma 1. Doesn't matter. Now the next one says find the equation of the line through C perpendicular to AB. I think that this question is worth 3 points. Because, you know, there it is. Find the equation of the line through C perpendicular to AB. Give your answers in the form of AX plus BY plus C equals 0. All right, so the first thing I got to do is I got to find the slope of AB. Because I need at least the slope and the point to figure out that line. But I need the slope of the line that's going to be perpendicular to it so I can do the negative reciprocal of it. So the first thing is you got to do the slope of AB. Well, here's AB. Here's the points. And really, I should take my time and maybe identify that. I didn't label it up here either, but I'm going in a hurry. So A is 3, 7. B is 8, -5. So the slope for them will be y to 2 minus y of 1 over x to 2 minus x of 1. And so therefore, you should label it, right? You should label this x of 1, y of 1, x of 2, y of 2. You don't have to do it, but, you know, maybe you want to. So that comes out to -12 over 5. So that's the slope for AB. So the line who's perpendicular to it, any line that's going to be perpendicular to this would be the slope perpendicular to AB equals 5 over 12. Agreed? And then what point we have is we have point C, which is 6, 11, correct? Okay. Whatever. Tired. My gosh. So 6, 11 is the point for C, and now we have everything we need. We have y is of 2, y minus y is of 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. This is your point slope form. And you're going to write y minus 11 equals 5/12 times x minus 6. And so y minus 11 equals 5/12x minus 30 divided by 12. Agreed or disagree? Is this what you guys did? Okay, but do you see your mistake? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 12 there, I think should be appropriate. Because, you know, we want to write it in a nicer form. So, well, not a nicer form, but in a different form. So I'm going to go ahead and just write 12 times y minus 11 equals 5 over 12 x minus 30 over 12. Usually we'll leave it in y equals mx plus b form, slope intercept form. However, I want to get rid of the 12s because I want to write it in ax plus by plus c form. Because usually I'll just add the 11 over and I'll be done with it. Obviously, combine like terms on the other side. So you end up with 12y. What's 12 times -11? What's 12 times -11? You don't know your timetables? You're 12 times 10 is 120. Add 12 more, we're 132. Come on, wonderful people. And we have 5x minus 30. So now you end up here having basically 132 minus 30 is, so we have 5x minus 12y plus 102 equals to 0. Right? Did I make a mistake? Well, what I do is I check my work. All right. So if I'm fearful that I got something wrong, I start looking around. Okay, -5 minus 7 divided by a minus 3. That's good. I do the reciprocal of that. That's good. Then I go ahead and multiply. That's good. I'm already looking at here, and everything looks solid to me. And then I write down my point correctly. Is C correct at 6, 11? Yes. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm good. Now, obviously, I'm not testing right now. I can go to a Desmos Calculator. I can quickly input this here, and I can quickly check my work. I'll just write it as I'll write in standard form minus 12y plus 102 equals to 0, and it already plotted. I'm gonna check if it has 6, 11 as a point, and it does have 6, 11 as a point. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, which is the original formula, which I don't think we ever came up with the original formula. So that's a bummer. I don't want to do the original formula, but it does contain 6, 11. It looks good to me. I think I'm looking at the stuff here and it's just, it's fine. So let's continue. Now it says part 4, which you don't see. Nobody got this answer?
I got it.
Hey, I'm worried that some of you like, I'm not worried, but it's like, I would like people's grades on improved from last time. Are you clever finding equation of line AB together with the equation of what you found in part 3, find the point of intersection? Right? So they want you to find an intersection between A, B, and C, that perpendicular line that we just made. So for the line AC, I'm going to go ahead and write it as this. I'm going to write it as y minus 11 equals to 5 divided by 12 times x minus 6. So that's line AC. Now for point A, because what I'm going to have to do for point A, I have 3, 7. And for point B, you have 8, negative 5. So I'm going to have to find line AB. And this, I shouldn't write this as line, this is line C. I don't write line AC, that would be wrong. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna kind of rewrite line C, but in a nicer form, in y equals mx plus b form. And then I'm gonna go through the process of figuring out line AB. And I'm gonna set them equal to each other. And then I'm gonna find their intersection points. Does that make sense? And then the second part is they want you to find the distance between C and that intersection point. So I think that this is worth 4 points. So that's how I'm gonna grade this. I'm gonna give you points 4, 3, 1, and 1. All right, it's 9 points. I'll grade on a 10-point scale. I'll just give you 1 free point anyways, to make my life easier. And if 10 points, you get -1. You still have an A, -2. Simple, right? Super simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this one here. This is y equals 512x minus 30 over 12 plus 11. And now we have negative 30 divided by 12, add the 11. And so this is y equals 512x plus 17 over 2, over 12. Yeah, over 2. Sorry. And now we do the same thing over here. We already found the slope of AB, haven't we? The slope of AB was negative 12 over 5. And so we just go ahead and say y minus 7 equals negative 12 over 5 times x minus 3. That's using the point slope form. So y equals negative 12/5 x, 12/5 over x, plus 36 over 5. Plus 7, so 36 divided by 5 plus 7, y equals negative 12/5 x plus 71 over 5. And so now we can set them equal to each other because we're trying to find, we're doing part 1, I guess, part 1 or part 3, find the point of intersection. So we're set them equal to each other. 512x plus 17 over 2 equals negative 12/5 x plus 71 over 5. Now, if you have a nice calculator, you can do this rather quickly. You're going to add the 12/5 to one side. So 5 divided by 12 plus negative 12 divided by 5. And so this would come out to some weird number here. Wait, I messed that up. I put this wrong in the calculator, of course. You get 169 over 60x, and then you're subtracting the 17 over 2. So 71 divided by 5 minus 17 divided by 2. And now I get here 57 over 10. And now when I multiply 57 over 10 by 60 over 169, right, the reciprocal of that, I get the value of the intersection of x. So you got 57 times 60 and divided that by 10 times 169 in parentheses, and I get 342 divided by 169. Now, if I'm roughly, this is not such a big number, it's approximately 2.02. So now I substitute the x into any one of the original equations. I could always make sure that it works on both equations, just to make sure that I got this right. So I'm going to take this and either put it in here or both, depending on how my time is going. So 5 divided by 12 times, and of course, syntax error, 5 divided by 12, I'll write it here next to it. 5 divided by 12 times 342 over 169 plus 17 over 2. Or I could have done y equals to negative 12 over 5 times 342 over 169 plus 71 over 5. So here we go. 5 times 342 divided by parentheses 12 times 169. Then I'm going to add 17 divided by 2. And I get 1,579 over 169. And just to get a quick approximation of that, that's approximately 9.3, whatever. Now, I can do it. I could check the other one just to be sure. I can take negative 12 times 342 divided by parentheses 5 times 169. And then go ahead and add 71 divided by 5, but in parentheses, because my calculator won't acknowledge it, divided by 5. Close that parentheses. And I get the same answer. I get 1,579 over 169, which is approximately 9.3. So I know now that I didn't make a mistake. So I could go ahead and write that the point of intersection is 342 over 169, comma, 1,579 over 169. You may want to also write this as approximately 2.02, 9.3, but this is obviously incorrect. The second one I just wrote. The correct thing is the fraction stuff. You don't write the decimal unnecessarily. Yes. Oh, yeah. That wouldn't be completely wrong. I'll try to grade it as if, what do they call those? They're not invigilators. The invigilators are the people who walk around, right? Whoever's going to be grading it, I'm thinking that they have a the exact, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Some guy who grades it, they have like this little rubric that they follow, and that's, I don't have the rubric, but I can make it up in my mind, whatever. Be careful. So now the next thing would be is the distance. So here's the answer to that. The distance between, let's call a point of intersection D. So the distance between C and D. So that's what we want, distance. And so we have 6, 11 is C, right? I'm thinking that's what I asked for. I can't see the question anymore, but it says, once you found that, could you please find the distance between C and that point of intersection? You know what? I'll make this worth 5 points just to make it easy because I think it's a lot. So 5 points, that way it evens out to 10. So there's 10 total possible points in this test. So 6 comma 11, and now we have 342 over 169, comma 1,579 over 169. We're gonna do the distance formula for that. And the distance formula is the square root of x of 2 minus x of 1 squared plus y of 2 minus y of 1 squared. So that's going to be a 1,579 over 169. I did my y's first, doesn't matter. A minus, sorry about that, minus 11 squared plus 342 over 169 minus 6 squared. And I'll just go ahead and keep it in the memory of the calculator and just do this whole thing. I'm gonna try to do it in one shot, but I take 1,579 divided by 169 minus 11. But then I have to raise that to the second power. And then I have to have plus parentheses, 342 divided by 169 minus 6 raised to the second. I'll press enter, and I get that this is gonna equal to the square root of 3,136 over 169. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and just get the square root of that. And I get 56 divided by 13, which comes out to approximately 4. This is equal, approximately 4.3. Make sense? Yay, nay? What happened? Did anybody get a puree? Nobody got that? I got here. Let's see if any got a 4.3 for the last one. Nobody got 4.3 for the last one? 5? You got 11? Let me go ahead and put the formula here. I'll put it here as well. For the Desmos Calculator, it's go ahead and put negative 12 divided by 5 in parentheses. Wait, with dx parentheses, and then plus 71 divided by 5. So there's a point of intersection. Point of intersection is 2.02, 9. So that's correct. And what we want to do is we want to figure out the distance to 6 comma 11, which is right here. So let me go ahead and distance formula app, just to do it quickly, just to check our work, because our intersections are correct. Let me just put calculator. They got so many nice little things. So 2D distance. So I put in the coordinates 6 comma 11, and then I have to put the weird decimals here. So I got to put 342 divided by 169, comma 1579 divided by 169, and I calculate, and it says that it only accepts integer values, of course, because we're only going to have integer values always. So now I got to find a better one. Distance calculator. So this looks a little bit better. Is it going to accept only digits? I hope not. So we got 6 comma 11, and we got 342 divided by 169, and we have 1579 divided by 169. Calculate, and it wants a decimal value. So I'm going to go ahead and just give the approximate value just to compare. And it says 4.32. I got 4.3. So, sorry, guys. So did anybody get the last one right? Okay, well, here's what I want to do. Let me stop this Zoom.